evil blanket fish has awoken.
Alright. Double checking. Looks like everything is coming in. And we are live again. We'll be continuing with Lost Odyssey. We left off yesterday. We had just finished the second disc. Saved after it told us to switch discs and ended the day there. Hey Ragnar, how you doing? So right now we will be starting disc 3. Hey Wabon. You're both here in time to see the start of disc 3. Right after that, we got our asses kicked by Gongora and we had to escape that place before it fell apart. I assume it's going to start with a cutscene.
Ship's coming in! Ship's coming in!
Ah, she finally sank. Alas, we knew her well. I think we pushed it too far. But it still managed to get us all the way over to the port. We owe one to the poor thing, that's for sure. Welcome back. That was some lightning, wasn't it? Everyone was worried about you. I'm so glad you're safe. Are the children all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Me too. Well, good. Don't endanger yourselves like that anymore. You've made it through some bumpy water, so why don't you take it easy in town this evening? Thank you. We'd love to, right, Kime? Yeah, sounds good. But this kind of puts us in a bind. Since we've lost the only ship left in town, I guess we can forget about going to Goats anytime soon. Come to think of it, you were traveling to Goats, weren't you? Yes. Well, I have good news for you. That lightning melted the glacier blocking the road to Gotsa. You'll still have to get through the ice canyon, but at least you can reach Gotsa on foot now. Great, that means we can get to Gotsa even faster. How lucky is that? For a while there, I thought we'd be stuck here. Our journey can't end just yet. But we probably shouldn't push ourselves any further today. Let's go back to town and rest. Okay, so apparently now we're gonna have an ice area to go through. I don't think this was open before. Oh god, what kind of memory is Kime gonna have in the ice fields? How many people is he gonna remember dying there? I heard they got something really hot for the auction day. What do you think? Want to give it a shot? Proud to bring you our next item, procured at great expense, and now for bids is the nameplate from Highlands of Vol, Hypo Center. Bidding will begin at 100G. We ask you to please bid in increments of 50. The auction should begin now. Apparently this is the place where you get all of the stuff that you missed in areas you can no longer access. I, I can easily buy that. No reason. I'm gonna guess that's it. Because that's a repeat. So it's just the nameplate and the all barricade that I didn't pick up. Which even then, I'm pretty sure I have all barricade, so I think I bought it later after I had missed it. One more just to double check. Yeah, they're just going over the same ones. Okay, so we can leave here. Well, it looks like everything's not haunted anymore. Oh, here we go. There you go. Here's all the proof you need. What's this? Whoa, it's his secret sales ledger. All of his smuggling deals are recorded in here. It's exactly what we need to arrest him. Where did you find this? Yeah, I found it in a safe inside his house. He won't be able to talk his way out of this. It's time to conduct a full investigation. This is his house. We get to see him get arrested. Ah, it's you again. Thanks to your ledger, we finally managed to make him into custody. Riordan tried to escape out the back, but I had my deputies keeping watch at all the exits. He finally gave himself up not long afterward. None of it would have been possible without the secret ledger you guys found. Thanks again. Beast Killer 2, Machine Killer 2, Bio Killer 2. Okay, so granted it needs to be against the right types, but it's a pretty good ring, and the sword was an upgrade. So no one's... So outside of that investor guy that we turned the ledger into, nobody's said anything significant. A lot of them are saying the same things they were before. Okay, a lot of people offering me to buy me drinks, but not actually getting the drinks. Ooh, what's up? Nothing, just kind of tired. Me too. I can't blame them, they've been through a lot. Let's get some rest today. Guess I just needed to head towards the inn.
So what's really going on? You know, Gongora called you guys the real traitors. Care to elaborate?
He was lying, obviously. Gongora robbed us of our memories. He's the traitor.
But we still don't remember what our mission was in coming to this world.
Sarah, was there anything about this in your journals?
No, not about our mission. There was something about where we came from, however. We came from a pure, untarnished world. 2 different worlds on a shared axis converged, which caused disturbances in our home world. Our minds came to this world, where we acquired bodies and began what we call living.
Okay, so are they supposed to be like angels? Because she described their world as pure and untainted, connected to ours, and they didn't get bodies until they came here.
During that time, I wondered constantly what the meaning of that existence was, and why we were seemingly immortal on this world. I began researching to find some answers.
I just want the facts.
Facts?
If the record of 1,000 years shows that I am really a traitor, then I'll have to accept that and pay the price. If the truth is that I've caused the deaths I've seen, then I'll have to pay the price.
That can't be true.
As long as our memories aren't complete, Gangora holds the upper hand. We've got to go after him.
So that's why we're going to Goatsa. Oh, and why Ming's gonna use her charm when we get there. Like it.
Kaim, the only thing we can do is seek the truth. Fortunately, we have plenty of time.
Those children must really be exhausted. They're sleeping like babies. Gangora, I swear, I won't let him get away with this. Making a face like that is going to give you more wrinkles, you know. If we had support from the King of Goatsa, we would be able to head for Ura right away. Is that it for today? Okay, I guess we'll get some rest then too. Welcome, welcome. We've got some rare fruit in today. Go ahead, try one. It's the least I can do for our heroes here. Uh-oh. Trauma time. Right. Bright rain. Bright rain is going to start soon, the boy says, pointing out to sea. The bright rain, Kaim asks him. Uh-huh, it happens every night, way out there, he says with a carefree smile. It's so pretty. Bright rain, huh? Yeah, I want you to watch it with me tonight. It's really pretty. The boy has never once left the island in 10 years since his birth. The island is small and poor, and the only ways to make a living there are fishing from dugout boats and gathering forest fruits. One monotonous day follows another. The islanders waking at dawn and sleeping beneath the star-filled sky. The boy does not yet realize that this is the greatest happiness of all. The boy begins speaking to Kaim, who turns to look in his direction. Hunkered down on the beach in the moonlight, the boy in profile glows like a chocolate sculpture. Over there, where the bright rain falls, is a great big island, right? I know all about it. That island is way bigger than this one, and way more stuff goes on there, and it's just full of shiny things and pretty things and food that's way better than I can even imagine, right? Don't worry, I know all about it. Kaim says nothing, gives the boy a pained smile. Beyond the horizon lies a big island, indeed a vast continent. Kaim was there until 4 days ago. Then, rocked in the hold of a freighter for 3 days and nights, he crossed the sea to this island. I know about it, but I've never seen it, the boy says, his voice dropping. He hangs his head, diverting the moonlight from his face. His chocolate skin melts into the darkness. Would you like to go there? Kaim asks. Sure I would, the boy replies without hesitation. All the kids here want to. Everybody leaves the island, I suppose. Sure they do, boys and girls both. As soon as they're old enough to work, they go to the other country. Me too, in another 5 years. I'll be ready in 3 years. Then I'll take the boat that you came here on and go to the other country and work hard and eat tons of yummy things. The boy raises his face again. Locked on the ocean, his eyes are shining. Their eyes full of hopes and dreams. But he knows nothing of the other country. He can never know a thing about it as long as he stays here. Not one of the young people who cross the sea, their eyes shining like the boy's with hopes and dreams, ever came back. Of course not, the boy would say. The other country is so much fun, there's no point in coming back. The boy believes in the happiness awaiting him in the other country, about which he knows nothing. Only when they leave the island do the brown-skinned people here learn that their skin is a different color than the people of the other country. That the language of the island is of no use in the other country. That the people of the other country look on the islanders with cold eyes. That the only way for them to meet people with the same brown skin, the same language, and the same birthplace is to head for the island people's ghetto in town. The first words the boy was certain to learn in the other country's language would be the ones the people for the other country used for people like him. Illegal alien. By the time he learned it, he would be tumbling down the hill into the ghetto. The boy gallops away from the beach and returns a few minutes later with an overflowing armload of fruit. He says they grow where the wind from the ocean meets the wind from the mountains. They're at their best on nights when the moon is full. Go ahead, have a taste. He wipes a piece of fruit against his worn-out shirt and hands it to Kaim. What do you call this? Kaim asks. You're going to laugh. They pinned such a fancy name on it. Grain of Happiness. That's a nice name. Kaim bites into a grain of happiness. It is shaped like an apple from the other country, but it is some 2 sizes smaller and just that much more packed with juicy sweetness. This is great, Kaim says. You really like it? I'm glad, the boy says with a smile, but he is soon hanging his head again and sighing. I like them a lot too, the boy says, but I bet the other country has all kinds of stuff that's way better than this, right? Kaim does not answer him, but takes another bite of a grain of happiness. The boy is right. There are lots of foods in the other country far more delicious than these grains of happiness. Or, more precisely, there were. Now, however, the other country has been transformed into a battlefield. The war started 6 months ago. That was when the boy began seeing the bright rain every night. Prosperity of the other country is extreme. The most glittering happiness is available there to anyone with enough money, and money is available there without restriction to anyone with enough power. Might makes right, wealth is goodness. Those who are neither mighty nor wealthy obtain right and goodness by finding others who are both weaker and poorer than themselves, and ridiculing, despising, and persecuting. The island people, whose language and skin color are different from those in the other country, are seen as the other country's shadow. This is not a shadow, however, that forms because there is light. The very existence of the shadow is what makes the light all the brighter. This is the only way that the inhabitants of the other country know how to think about things. Eventually, however, strength reaches a saturation point. Wealth that has run its course begins to stagnate, and expansion is the only course left open. Desires can only be fulfilled through a continual bloating. In order for the other country to remain strong and for the wealthy to stay wealthy, the leaders of the other country made war on the neighboring country. Any minute now, the boy says, looking out to the sea with a carefree laugh. The bright rain is going to fall, way out over the sea. The war was supposed to have ended quickly. Everyone in the other country believed that with the overwhelming wealth and strength, it'd be easy for them to bring the neighboring country to its knees. To be sure, at first the war went according to plan. The occupied areas grew each day, and the entire populace of the other country became drunk with victory. One after another, however, the surrounding countries took the side of the neighboring country, which was only natural. For if the neighboring country fell, they themselves might be the other country's next target. This would make a lot more sense if they actually named the countries. The other country's entire diplomatic strategy failed, which was only natural, for no country on Earth will make friends with a country that only knows how to flaunt its wealth and power. An allied force was organized around the neighboring country. Together, the surrounding countries sought to encircle and seal off the other country. From that point on, the war entered a stalemate. Limited battle zones saw troops advancing and retreating again and again, in the course of which the other country's wealth and power was consumed little by little. Disgust for war began to spread among the populace, and to obliterate that mood, the military circulated false propaganda. The military situation is developing in our favor. Our army has again crushed the enemy's troops. The truth was that the occupied territories were being recaptured one after another. The Allied forces now were crossing the border to strike inside the other country's territory. In response to a foolhardy attack by the enemy, our resolute fighting men launched a counterattack, annihilating their forces. The day for our victory song is upon us now. Stopping the war was out of the question. Admitting defeat was out of the question. The people had believed that wealth and power would enable them to rule everything, but now they knew the terror of having lost both. The Allied forces were joined by a powerful supporter. A mighty empire that wielded authority over the northern part of the continent joined the battle as if to say, "Let us finish the job for you," crushing the other country once and for all. But the powerful empire was not satisfied just to destroy one upstart nation. It turned its overwhelming military might upon the Allied forces. As it had so many times in its history, it seized the opportunity of its clash with the surrounding countries in order to further expand its own power. Having lost its leaders and been turned into a wasteland as far as the eye could see, the other country now became the new battlefield. Outnumbered, the Allied army hired mercenaries from another continent. Kime was one of those. For many days he participated in a losing battle in which there was no way to tell which side was fighting for the right. After seeing his mercenary unit wiped out, Kime headed for the harbor. The Boys Island has maintained a position of neutrality in the war. It is simply too small to do otherwise. It lacks the war-making capacity to participate in battle, and it possesses no wealth to attract the attention of the countries engaged in the fighting. But Kime knows what will happen. When the battle lines expand, this island will become valuable as a military foothold. One side or the other will occupy the island and will do one of two things. It will construct a base, or it will reduce the entire island to ashes, thus preventing the enemy from using it as a military foothold. Nor is this a matter of the distant future. At the latest, it will happen a few weeks from now, and perhaps as soon as 2 or 3 days. Kime has come to the island to convey this message, to tell the people that as many of them as possible should board tomorrow's morning regular ferry to the nearby island. He wants them to start by sending away the children. He hopes never again to witness the spectacle of young lives being crushed like so many bugs. "Oh, look, there it goes," the boy cries out happily, pointing toward the horizon. "Bright rain." Far out to sea, a white glow suffuses the night sky. The powerful empire has begun its night bombing. The boy has no idea what the bright rain really is. He can watch with sparkling eyes and murmur, "It's so pretty, so pretty." To be sure, viewed from far, the bright rain is genuinely beautiful, like a million shooting stars crossing the sky all at once. But only when viewed from afar. A dull thud resounds from the sky. Another dull thud, and another and another. "Thunder. Oh no, if it rains we can't go out fishing tomorrow," the boy says with a smile and shrug. He's such a friendly little fellow, thinks Kime. The boy had seen him on the shore and spoken to him without hesitation. "Are you a traveler?" he had asked, and went on speaking to him like an old friend. Kime wants children like this to be the first aboard tomorrow's ferry. "I'm going home now," says the boy. "What are you going to do?" "Oh, I guess I'll take a nap under a tree." "You can sleep in our barn. Why don't you spend the night there?" "Thanks," Kime says, "but I want to watch the ocean a little longer. Tomorrow, though, I'd like you to show me around." I get it. You want to see the head of the village. I know a shortcut through the woods, right over here. Kaim is hoping to convince the village head to evacuate the island. If they act right away, they can make it. They can save a lot of the islanders. But, as the boy stands, sweeping the sand from the seat of his pants, he looks questioningly at the sky. Funny, he says. It sounds kind of different from thunder. The dull thuds keep coming without a break. Little by little, they draw closer. Kaim jerks his head up and yells at the boy. The woods! Run to the woods! What? Hurry! His voice is drowned out by the deafening roar of machine guns. The bright rain has started. The island has been made a target far sooner than Kaim had imagined. Hurry! Kaim yells, grabbing the boy's hand. The woods are the boy's only hope. Hey, wait a minute, the boy shouts, shaking free of Kaim's grip and looking up at the sky. It's the bright rain. It's falling here now, too. Wow! Oh, wow! All but dancing for joy, the boy gallops down the beach until he is bathed from head to toe in the bright rain. A single night of bombing is all it takes to reduce the island to ashes. Never realizing the value of the happiness they possessed, never even knowing that such happiness has been snatched away from them in one night's passing. The people who filled the island with their lives until evening are gone in the morning, all dead except one. The immortal Kaim. On the beach at dawn, the only sound is that of the waves. Again today, no doubt, urban warfare will decimate the city streets, and tonight the bright rain will pour down on the town again. The boy who called the rain beautiful will never again open his eyes wide with wonder. Kaim lays the boy's corpse in a small dugout canoe that survived the flames. He places a ripe grain of happiness on the boy's chest and folds his arm over it, hoping that it will slake his thirst on the long road to heaven. Sets the dugout in the water and nudges it toward the open sea. Caught by the receding tide, rocked by the waves, the boat glides far out from the shore. Such a friendly little fellow, the boy smiles even in death. Perhaps it is the one gift the gods were able to bestow upon him. The boy is setting out on a journey. May it never take him to that other country, Kaim begs. Or any country, for that matter. Kaim knows there is no place forever free of that bright rain. Because he knows this, he sheds tears for the boy. The rain falls in his heart. Cold, sad, silent rain. Emptied of bombs, the sky is maddeningly blue, wide, and beautiful. And all that because someone was offering to sell him fruit. You, give it back. What do you want? I didn't steal anything. Who else could have been then, huh? Shut up. You want to go at it too, dude, don't you? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Knock it off, guys. What's going on here? Someone stole all the sales money from my store. It was still there when the monsters attacked. This guy's been caught stealing before, and some people saw him nearby during the commotion, too. It's gotta be him. That's a load of garbage. I don't know a thing about your money. Where's your proof, huh? No direct proof, but I saw him at the store during the attack. There's no way anyone could have stolen it afterwards. Wow, this is crazy. You guys think I'm a thief too, don't you? Good, because I didn't do it. Everybody immediately assumes it was me. Sure, yeah, maybe I've stolen a few times before, but... hang on. Everyone knows about that. I'm not trying to hide that. I mean, I tried hiding it before, but it's always failed before. My granddad was a real straightforward guy. Everyone loved him. We were poor, but he'd still help out anyone in need. Everyone here talks about how great he was, but they were all just taking advantage of him, really. He was happy with that, but I'm not. Besides, why's it gotta be me who stole? I'm not the only one around here who could have done it, you know? So, you're saying you didn't do it? One of the eyewitnesses says you were near the store. Telling the truth here, how does seeing someone near the store mean that I'm a thief? Man, of all the luck. This town was a mess when I returned after a long time. Walked over to the town square and the strange crow startled me to death. That's the reason I ran. Crow? You mean the one that was over in the other store? I don't know, I saw it fly out of the store carrying this heavy-looking bag in his beak. Thought maybe it was stealing food or something. So, where's that crow now? No, it flew away and landed in the big tree by the store. I'm not sure exactly where, though. Big tree by the store. Hey, I've got the money you're missing. What? Where? Right here. The shady-looking crow must have stolen it during all the mayhem. The bird must love shiny things. I believe it was a crow, but this is the money, all right. Talio wouldn't have put it here after stealing it either. Sorry for doubting you, Talio. I guess I owe you a favor for getting to the bottom of this as well. Well, I'm glad you believe me now. You guys really helped me out, though. Why'd you believe me anyway? No one else would. Because I looked at it in the FAQ. Your grandfather helped me once, a long time ago. My grandfather? Been dead for decades. You don't have to believe me. There he goes, ice cold as always. Pay no attention to him. You, just stop acting so tough, okay? You're gonna get into some serious trouble someday. So what does the general's pen do? Immunity to formation paralysis. Magic defense up. Okay, so nice to have, but not super important. Oh crap, I'm supposed to go talk to him again. It said he would have walked away. Where'd he go, though? I believe this is the last thing I get from here, and then it's time to move on. For some reason I thought the party had split up and it was just me, just counting running around. Still want to go back and see if I can get the treasure information for that one spell that was in the mansion. Because they would never give it to me before, and I don't know why. So I figure I'll try to go see if I can get it again before we go to the Ice Canyon. Supposed to be the innkeeper. It gives you the information. There we go. Maybe the FAQ just listed it earlier than it was. Maybe you actually have to finish the mansion before it becomes available. But I got it now. Also, he said the kids hid it in front of the mansion. Why the hell are kids from that village? Why do they have a virus spell? Doesn't seem like something kids should be playing with.
Not too smart, eh?
Raptors, beasts, and fire, so I need water.
my journal.
Okay, so damn near everybody learned stuff. So I can pretty much use Kime as a tank now. Unfortunately, taunt only affects one enemy, but if it's like a single target boss, I can have him taunted, get defense boost, counter, and weapon guard. Okay, she hasn't learned it yet. So what I really need to get her to learn is level 5 white and black. Organic water, beast nothing, and nothing earth. Alright, but you're just denying the inevitable.
I wish I was stronger.
Okay, I think everybody knows level 5 spirit magic now, so I think I can actually take Mac out. kind of looks like a tunnel. I feel like we should be able to go in there.
I'm always ready.
Oh, it's not a desert in the usual sense, but yeah. I mean, Arctic areas do qualify as a desert. Like, I think technically tundras count as a desert, since the only thing you need to be called a desert is to not have a certain amount of precipitation. Like, if your precipitation level per year is like below a certain level. I don't think it has yet, but yeah, there's definitely gonna be a desert. And it's probably going to be the most annoying part of the game. That's almost certain. Every JRPG has to have one. Just like every JRPG has to have a sewer level. Pretty sure we did the sewer level already. I think. Unless I'm mixing my games up. This map is not much help.
Let your guard down, eh?
I am the greatest!
Two accessories. That's something we definitely need to get on everybody. Not worth. Definitely not worth.
Bitch, get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
Okay. Explore down here. It's impossible, not with this kind of wind. Maybe we could close up the holes with something. And what would that something be? Hey, now, that's not your bad idea. Let's see if there are any rocks or something that'll do the job. Okay, so we're looking for rocks that we can drop on there. There's a chest there. Why is that penguin just sitting up there? Don't know.
Let's take him now.
He's a big one. Behemoth. Type beast, element earth. Yeah, I just need to go through.
Bring it on.
Miss.
Bring it on.
Okay, so is it just not tauntable? Yeah, it's a skill that came on an accessory that I've been teaching everybody. It's a weapon guard. Yeah, because my setup for him almost looks like a tank. 'Cause he has taunt, he has weapon guard, so he can just negate damage sometimes. He has counter, and he has defense up. I actually put more on him because of the +3 slot one. It might. Guard heal is recover HP when defend is used. So you might be able to like put it on your skill and then put on the accessory that has it. I'll wait until I have the 2 accessory skill before I try that. I want to go see what that penguin is up to. Whoa, what's that? A monster. No, just a bird. Those are pretty rare because they only live in the cold. They can even swim in the most frigid of waters. Birds can swim? I think I read about that in a book once. These birds can't fly, but they're excellent swimmers. Well, they sure are strange to look at. Did he just jump down here, or did he jump further? I guess he went further down. Okay, so there's no safe spot on there. I thought maybe I could stand on the edge and I wouldn't get blown off, but if you're on that platform, you get blown off. Level 5 black and white magic. Anti-freeze.
Oh no! Look out!
I want that little shit to steal from me. Oh, god damn it. Okay, it was just an attack. So that's the one that we have to find something to plug it up.
This does not look good!
Wait, I'm not using the right spell. Wind is what Earth is weak to.
It's not in my nature to lose.
Okay, so I messed up again when I slid down. Doesn't look like you get I don't think you get your elemental, like whatever ring you have on skills. I think it might only be for when you're using a normal attack.
I am the greatest!
Yeah, it's sliding down right here is what I need to avoid. Not entirely sure how I avoid that, though. This is where I think this is where I met the penguin. So I guess I need to jump across those other steps to be able to get to that big pile of snow to cover up. Okay, so you need to die first before you try to steal shit from me and leave. Let's go with that then.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, so this is where I saw the penguin. Dinosauro. Organic with no element. Okay, so that works. Let's see if we can actually taunt it. I'm gonna guess the answer is no, though. Guess I'll just use the damage up from this, because it's a damage up level 2. Hey, Zero, how you doing? Playing Pathfinder. Oh, so you getting a little bit of a D&D fix in a video game form. Pretty good. I've been really enjoying this game. Like, it kind of stands out more than anything else with the storyline. How many classes are available in that? 'Cause I know that's usually the thing. Like, one of my favorite parts about D&D was always like kind of messing with the classes and creating like hybrids and prestige classes and everything else. But whenever they do a D&D game, they always have such a tiny amount of classes that it always kind of disappointed me. I was kind of wondering how that one does in that regard. Ah, damn. Just stepped on Jansen and murdered him. So we got 5,000 left.
That was close.
Yep, the bots are attacking. Yeah, he's going down this turn.
It's not in my nature to lose.
And yeah, pretty much everybody learned stuff. There's another one of those plaques up there up top. No idea how I'm supposed to get to it, but they're definitely now this way. Yeah, this is like the fourth one of these things I've seen. There's nothing I can do with them. That's gonna have to be a plot point later in the game where we have to come back and like find all of these things. That's fine. You gotta get your work done. Alright. So 2 accessories have been learned. Not really anything else for him to get. Same with her. They pretty much learned everything they can learn. Okay. It hasn't been that... I don't think it's been that long since you've raided me, has it? Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Accessories. Still learn that though. Hmm. Yeah, that was quite a few games ago. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but then again, that's also one of those things about getting older. Long passages of time feel like they're nothing. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, it's almost sad how the older you get, the faster time just flies by. Like, I remember being a kid and having to wait a year for something felt like forever, which obviously it practically was forever, because, you know, if you're like 6, 7 years old, 1 year is a sixth of the time that you've been alive. When you're 40, a year, you know, I'm 41, so that's like 141, 141st, 44th. Why am I not thinking of the right way to say that? Is it 141st of the time you've been alive? 140, 41th? That doesn't sound right. Either way, it's just compared to the time you've been alive, it's been a lot less, so it just flies by faster. Which is good and bad, because it sucks having your life just flash by faster, but at the same time, if you're actually waiting for... Like, I don't ever really get mad at, like, release dates. Like, I remember, like, I know there was the big stink for a long time with Shin Megami Tensei 5, where everybody was like, oh my god, they showed footage of this 3 years ago, it's never gonna come out, it's been so long, and it's just like, it's been 3 years, not that long. Like, I wasn't expecting it till, I think, 2022? Because 9 to 10 years has been pretty much the standard between numbered entries. And Shin Megami Tensei 4 came out 2013, so I wasn't expecting it till 2022. So as far as I'm concerned, we're getting it a year early. Yeah, it doesn't sound right, and that's what I'm saying. I just realized right now when I was trying to say 140, like, is it 140, 41th? 141st? Like, neither of those sound right. I'm sure one of them is correct, but neither one sounds right. Yeah, but lockdown has kind of been flying by too, just in the sense that, like you said, it's just work, going home, playing games, like, well, streaming for me, but there's no... It's just the same old, there's no accents. Like, there's no... You know, you went on a trip. There's no, you went out and had a day at a bar or at a club or something, or just at a restaurant with all your friends and hung out for a couple of hours. Like, there's a lot of little things that used to accentuate life that you would have, like, maybe once or twice a month that just don't happen anymore. And honestly, I was thinking about it the other day because I was looking through my list of games to play and like, okay, like which ones. I was like, which ones have I played like one game out of a series, and I want to go back and play the rest of the series. And one of them was 7th Dragon 2020. And I started thinking about it because those games are from, I want to say, they were on the PSP, so I want to say they were mid 2000s. Those games came out, and it was like 7th Dragon on the DS, which that one was kind of janky, so I don't know if I want to go back to that one. I've played 7th Dragon 2020. I actually played it in 2019, like right before New Year's. Like it was a couple of days before New Year's that I finished it, and it was a couple of things that I found interesting about it. It's not, I'm not trying to say that it was like, oh, everybody always was like, oh, it predicted it, but it's very coincidental. First off, the name of it is 7th Dragon 2020, of which 2020 is, of course, the year that the horrible, you know, catastrophe of the dragons. Yeah, the 3DS is the only one that we've gotten in English. I was playing the fan translations of 2020, and I have the fan translation of 2022, which is the other part that I'm getting into that's kind of coincidental. In that, it's 2020, and that's when, like, the big, almost world-ending catastrophe of the dragons show up. And you know, obviously we have this big pandemic in 2020. Not quite world-ending, but it is a big thing. But the thing that got even more is that it's 7th Dragon 2020, and then the next game after it is 7th Dragon 2020-2. So like 2022. Of which I remember when 2021 started and the pandemic wasn't over, that's the joke everybody was making. Everybody was making this like, oh, it's not 2021, it's 2020 Part 2. Like, I remember everybody making that joke around January and February, and when I was looking through my games to see which one to go up again, I just realized, like, that name didn't age well. But yeah, like, those are the two left that I need to play. I need to play 7th Dragon 2022, and then 7th Dragon Code VFD, which is the one that we got on 3DS, as the only one of that 4-game series that we got outside of Japan. Still good too. Honestly, I think for the Seventh Dragon 2020 games, I don't know why they didn't bring over the DS ones. That was, I guess maybe it was the first one, and honestly, that game is kind of, from what I've seen and what I played of it, that one is way more annoying and kind of janky than the 2020 games. But for 7th Dragon 2020 and 2022, I think it was more of a licensing issue, because they had they essentially have, you have to do something in game to unlock them, but they have like all the music in the game has Hatsune Miku like Vocaloid remixes. So I don't know if there was any type of like licensing issues with the music. Maybe that's what kept it from coming out. As far as I know, Hatsune Miku is owned by Sega, but I don't know if there's still some kind of licensing problems or anything, because music always gets really messy when you try to bring it over from one country to another. Yeah, that would be awesome, but unfortunately that's Konami, and Konami sucks right now. I don't care if they're here for repairs. I don't want anyone from Lowtown coming here. Cold? This ain't cold. Everyone tells me what a nice, good brother I have, but he really gets on my nerves sometimes. Some interesting outfit you got there. Where are you all from? From beyond the glaciers, you say? Come on now, you must be joking. Can you believe how dirty Lowtown is? It's like an ugly stain on the beautiful fabric of our glorious city. Well, this is Middletown. So far, it doesn't seem like anybody's saying anything important. Yeah, but unfortunately, that's just one of those things, is that Konami has so many good IPs that they are just sitting on, doing nothing with. I take it back. They have so many good IPs that they could be re-releasing and making money off of for very little work. Because all they'd really have to do is upscale them, maybe add a few quality of life features and package them together. And it would be fairly easy money for them, and they don't do it. I have to rephrase that, because the few times that they have tried to make new entries in a lot of those series, they have been god-awful. So I'd kind of prefer they don't try to make new games in any of those IP. And just give us, like, upscales of the old ones. They're just... I don't know. They're just hooked on pachinko. Honestly, best case scenario would be what if they did, like what Sega did with Streets of Rage 4, and hand it off to like an indie developer that can make like a, you know, a not very costly 2D follow-up that's really good.
Do not be afraid.
Because Streets of Rage 4 came out amazing.
Our overwhelming military
And it's not like super technically advanced or anything. It's not cheap, but it's just a 2D follow-up that they outsource to a company that's really good at doing those 2D style games. Like, that would be best case scenarios if Konami can find companies like that to make follow-ups to a lot of their IP. Not touch them themselves, because that has just been train wrecks every time. Sounds like everyone's eager for war. I swear, kings and rulers are all the same. Present company excluded. King Goatso is one creepy guy. Something up, Kaim? No. I'm sure things are getting tense between Goatso and Ura right now, too. It's likely all part of Gongora's plan. We must go quickly and see the king. Honestly, when you say you know a guy that's good at dropping anvils and pianos, Looney Tunes style, all I can think of is the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So we still got 16 left. I wonder if I've actually missed